Okay, I'm live. I wanted to take a moment just to get on here to just let you know there's more content to come. I have a lot of stuff that I am no longer making excuses about why I can and cannot get on video to share it. It's the time of action. Nothing changes unless you change, and so I'm changing. So I have no cares about anything other than what I am moving towards and what I desire. So I wanted to give a little backstory and introduce myself once more. My name is Kelly, which is spelled with an I at the end, Kelli. I am a female. Clearly, you can see me. And I have two boys, ages 3 and 4, and growing. And I myself am just someone who is just full of thoughts, perspective, ideas, opinions, like many other people. And I'm ready to get them out. I'm not making any more excuses. I'm just gonna get them out. I watch a lot of content on YouTube, and I've just decided there's no reason I can't be another person sharing my thoughts, sharing my ideas, and sharing my experiences. So a little bit about my goals. My goals are to provide thought provoking content. And also, I want to encourage engagement. So I want individuals to feel comfortable while being polite and following community guidelines to drop in the comments, to maybe recommend videos, topics, things that you might want covered. And I also want you to engage in the content that you're seeing. So give your thoughts, your feedback, whatever that may look like. But I definitely want to encourage that. One of the big pillars of what I'll be talking about is kind of distinguishing, at least from my perspective, of course, the difference between what you believe and what you know. For example, I know that I am a female with this skin tone, and I know my mother, I know my father, for example, of what a belief is. And this one is a bit, this is out there. I believe that there is an African continent. I believe Africa exists. I've never been to Africa. I know individuals from Africa, but I can't say I know that Africa exists because I haven't been there. I've heard rumors that the map doesn't even depict Africa at its true size. So, I mean, again, that's just an example. I definitely do believe Africa exists, but I can't say I know. So I'll be giving that kind of take on a lot of the different topics and things that I bring up. And all in all, I just really want to get my opinion out there because everybody else is doing it. Why not me? So I just want to let you know that's what you can expect. And I really look forward to these topics. Just to get started today and give a little sample of what can be expected. One of the things I always like to kind of bring up as relates to, because I find that I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've started, stopped, and there's a reason for everything. So, one of the things that I think about the story I came across is about two creatures that you might, in, in the first moment of hearing the names of the creatures, be like, oh, those things are totally different. But I'm going to bring it to home as far as why I'm connecting the two. I think about the flea and I think about the elephant. One of the stories I've heard about a flea is that when you have a flea, if or fleas, and you put them in a glass jar, they will never jump higher than the lid because what happens is they keep hitting that lid. And eventually, once either still in the jar or out the jar, they won't jump any higher because they've learned that there's no point in jumping higher. This is the lid, this is the ceiling. And I think that a lot of people might liken themselves to a flea. There may be things that you come across that you really want to do, new programs you really want to start, and you find yourself having a difficult time doing that. And I think that that's one of the things that you eventually you have to admit, yeah, this might be something I want to do, but have you been programmed to do it? Like the flea, have you been encouraged and cultivated your whole life to do those type of things? And more than likely the answer is no. So even though you now know this is what you want to do, you may know the steps or have an idea what the steps are to take, you might find it a little difficult to do so. So flea. Next item, the elephant. Now, one's huge, one's small, but again, very, very similar. In India, probably other places, but that's the first place that comes to mind. They raise elephants for labor. And so what they do is when they have a baby elephant, I'm going to call it the calf. I'm going to say it's a calf. I'm not sure if that's what baby elephants are called, but today and until I Google it, there'll be calves. You have a calf and you put a chain on its ankle, and let's say it's a 10-foot, 15-foot chain. And at the end of the chain is a stake in the ground. When the elephant is young, it may try to yank its leg and take that stake out the ground. But as a little baby, it's not capable. It's not able to. So what happens is that elephant gets big, it gets massive, it gets more than capable of being able to yank a chain and maybe even a tree out of the ground. But from its development and early onset of not being able to do it, it stops. It no longer has desire to even try, to even attempt to pull it out the ground. And that's another thing. Try is a made up word. So I'll be maybe fumbling a little bit as I speak, but it's not try. Like, try to sit down. Either you do or you don't. It's a made up word, and I'm doing my best to eliminate it from the vocabulary, because another thing that I believe, words have power. Words have a lot of power, and though you may not be taught that, you find that words have power. So you really need to be careful what you say. So again, I want to be able to bring, and it won't be a full reaction channel. Undoubtedly, there'll be videos that inspire, thoughts, conversations that I might bring, and then give my take on it. But there definitely will also be videos where I'm just telling you about a certain thing that I've come across without maybe showing the video, but just giving a bit of my take and my spiel on it. So I really look forward to this, and I'm ready. I'm ready. It's time. It's no time like the present. So that's what you can expect. So for everyone that's seeing this now and may see it later, I want to say thank you. Welcome. I'm still working on a tagline, opening and closing, but it's coming soon. So thank you, and I look forward to seeing you. Toodaloo.